Welcome back to the Auto Center, where today we dive into one of the most exciting returns in American automotive history. The Plymouth Roadrunner is back for 2026. And it's not just a nostalgia play, it's a full-blown rebirth of one of the most iconic muscle cars of all time. If you grew up hearing about the golden age of Detroit muscle, the Roadrunner was always right there with the best of them. Raw, loud, affordable, and fast. Now, decades later, the Roadrunner name has been resurrected for a new generation. And Plymouth, under the Stellantis umbrella, has brought it back with a bold plan to fuse heritage and modern technology into a package that screams American power. With futuristic finesse, when you first lay eyes on the new Roadrunner, the styling immediately tells you this is not just another muscle car knockoff. Designers went back to the archives, pulled from the late 60s and early 70s DNA, and layered those cues over a modern, athletic frame. The body lines are muscular and pronounced, with a low stance and wide shoulders that echo the originals. Drag strip posture. The front fascia is both familiar and futuristic, featuring a split grille design with integrated LED headlights that form a menacing glare. The hood, of course, couldn't just be plain, it wears a power bulge with a subtle scoop, a respectful nod to the high-performance Roadrunners of the past. Around back, a wide light bar spans the rear, giving off modern Dodge Charger vibes. But the badging proudly spells out Roadrunner in retro script. Just in case anyone forgot what legend they were looking at, of course, styling is only part of the story. What makes this car a true Roadrunner is what lives under the hood. Plymouth is offering two main powertrains, and both will leave you grinning. First, the traditionalists get their wish, a supercharged 6.2-liter HEM IV8, producing over 720 horsepower. This is the heart-pounding option, the one that delivers the visceral roar, the tire-smoking launches, and the straight-line dominance muscle car fans dream about. But the engineers didn't stop there. For those who want a modern twist, a twin-turbo, hybrid V6 variant is also available. It's lighter, quicker on the throttle, and thanks to electric boost, it delivers massive torque instantly. Both setups will rocket this car from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds with quarter-mile times. That can dip into the high tens. That means the Roadrunner isn't just returning to the street, it's returning to the strip with teeth bared. Performance goes beyond horsepower, though, and Plymouth knew they couldn't just build a straight-line monster in 2026. The new Roadrunner comes equipped with adaptive suspension systems, torque vectoring, and selectable drive modes that transform it from a comfortable cruiser to a track-hungry beast with the push of a button. In track mode, the suspension stiffens, the steering tightens, the exhaust valves open wide, and the entire car becomes sharper, louder, and angrier. Brembo brakes with massive ventilated rotors give it the stopping power needed to match its straight-line speed, while performance tires mounted on wide 20-inch alloys keep it planted through corners. For the first time, the Roadrunner isn't just about brute force, it's about balance and control. Step inside, and you're greeted with a cabin that cleverly blends retro inspiration with today's cutting-edge technology. The dashboard layout pays tribute to the original muscle cars with bold, simple lines, but the execution is thoroughly modern. Front and center is a massive high-resolution touchscreen that controls everything from navigation to performance data. You can pull up live telemetry, track lap times, even adjust your launch control settings right from the screen. Ahead of the driver is a customizable digital cluster that can be set to display retro-inspired gauges or futuristic performance meters, depending on your mood. The steering wheel is thick, flat-bottomed, and wrapped in perforated leather, housing performance toggles for instant access to launch mode, exhaust note settings, and suspension controls. Bucket seats hug you tight, upholstered in a mix of leather and Alcantara with bold stitching that matches your exterior color. And for those who want to take things up a notch, optional carbon fiber trim packages and heritage stripe kits are available to make your cabin just as unique as your paint job. Speaking of customization, Plymouth is leaning heavily into nostalgia with the color palette. Classic hues like plum, crazy purple, Hemi orange, and limelight green are back, alongside modern matte blacks and metallic silvers for buyers who want a stealthier vibe. You can even opt for throwback decal kits and HUD graphics that tie directly back to the 1970s originals. It's a smart move because while this Roadrunner is a thoroughly modern performance car, it never forgets where it came from. And while enthusiasts will love all the retro cues, daily drivers will appreciate the modern convenience. This Roadrunner is loaded with the latest tech, from wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto to premium surround sound audio, wireless charging pads, and a full suite of advanced safety features. Lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera all make it surprisingly practical for a car with this kind of presence. That means you can take it to work during the week, enjoy a comfortable ride on the highway, and then tear up the drag strip on Saturday without skipping a beat. The big question everyone has, of course, is price. Reports suggest that the base model Roadrunner will start in the mid-60s, which positions it competitively against cars like the Dodge Charger, Ford Mustang Dark Horse, and Chevy Camaro ZL1, loaded up with the high-performance packages, track upgrades, and premium interior options, and you're looking at something in the low 80s for the performance you're getting, especially in an era where European sports cars easily cross into six-figure territory. That's a bargain. And let's be honest, no European badge carries the same attitude as a Plymouth Roadrunner screaming down Main Street. So what does all this mean? It means the American muscle car isn't dead. It means nostalgia still has a place as long as it's packaged with innovation. And it means that in 2026, one of the most legendary names in muscle car history is back where it belongs, on the streets, on the drag strips, and in the hearts of car lovers everywhere. The 2026 Plymouth Roadrunner is not just a revival, it's a statement. A statement that raw horsepower, aggressive design, and unapologetic attitude still matter in a world that's rapidly moving toward electrification and quiet efficiency. And that's the story of the new Roadrunner. An icon reborn, engineered for today, but carrying the soul of yesterday. Here at the Auto Center, we can't wait to see these cars in the wild, lining up at stoplights, pulling into car meets, and doing what Roadrunners have always done best, leaving nothing but tire, smoke, and wide eyes behind. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the return of the Plymouth Roadrunner, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next feature. This has been the Auto Center, and until next time, keep your foot down and your eyes on the road.